here's a great question, I think. What do I think about training a body part every 72 hours?
But I would have to lose 5 or 6 pounds. How can I do that without losing too much strength?
What's the point of training another body part if it hasn't recovered? Because that's all you're doing. It's just a stimulation.
Like this guy says, do you know if he means BPC, not BBC? That's something.
Oh, right.
Do you know if BPC 157 helps with overall inflammation?
Let's save all the Titan medical questions, guys. First of all, thank you for asking these, but let's save those for John on Tuesdays. This would be great to get it right from the man, the owner of the company, which is taking time. This is what's really cool to me is when you're working with the company, but you can talk to the owner of the company. I think that is such a key thing. That's something I didn't have in the past. It was you're pushed off to the secondary people that don't know as much as even you do.
Way down the line.
It's like, I want to talk to the guy that's running the ship, that's having the questions. This is great stuff, but let's hold this stuff for them, okay? Never. We will continue to play and have fun.
I'm competing in November for the first time in a few years. I'm wanting to set a record in my original weight class, but I would have to lose 5 or 6 pounds. How can I do that without losing too much strength?
Just slowly over a period of time. You got November, so I would just start dieting now.
You got 8 weeks.
Wow.
All of October.
Yeah,
and then,
geez Louise. That made me sad, but also excited because that means Christmas is coming. Yeah, I would start getting that weight down so you're lifting in the weight class that you're doing. But also, here's something that I always love is when I really start the body changes when I start dieting for a show to be ripped. I always get stronger. There's always that one stage where you kind of get stronger as you're starting to diet because I think the more volume, you're a little bit more focused, your diet's a little bit more rigid. And so it really helps me to do that. But great job, first off, getting back on the platform and competing in a powerlifting meet or Olympic lifting, whichever it is. Oh, great job. Let me know how that goes, okay? I'd love any kind of feedback.
Thank you. What times are you going to be live on Tuesdays? We are usually live with Titan around noon.
Yeah, we're noon Eastern at 3 o'clock, Titan on Tuesdays. With John. We'll also have some other people from the Titan Medical as well. I would like to set up here in the future, sit down with their head, I guess you call them the professionals. What would you call a health professional? I'd like to sit down. And then also John's wife is very knowledgeable about this and was a nurse for 17 years. And so I would like her to be on here as well. So for you guys, your wives, your girlfriends, whichever, we're going to be going over blood work for men and women. So here's a great question, I think. What do I think about training a body part every 72 hours? I think when you're young, you can have fun with that kind of stuff. But I always say to myself, I always say when someone asks me, what would you tell your young self? I would say train less. Pull back a bit is what I would have told my young self. I would have had so much more growth and so much more strength.
I just don't know how you can.
What do you mean?
Okay. All right, Mike, let's train back tomorrow. Let's do deads tomorrow. And let's do a full.
So this is basically a 2 body parts a week. He's doing Monday through Wednesday and then going back again Thursday through Saturday. I'm assuming the 72 hours. Yeah.
I feel like when you're hitting it, man.
My question to anybody on here, and I separate if I do 2 body parts, I separate them. So it's like I'll do chest and then I'll hit biceps later tonight. But it gave me time to recover. It gave me time to feed the body again. get the fuel in the body to where I can give something. If you're training back and then going right into biceps, I'm assuming that your biceps workout is going to tank, because I can barely do anything after back. I can barely do anything after my deadlifts and bent over rows. And then we go back and do secondary work. Now, again, you might be a complete savage, and there's a lot of savages out here, but it's the fully understanding of you're only training as well as you can recover. Because if you're not recovering, and that goes back to the Mike Mentzer talking about it. And I loved how he said it. He goes, what's the point of training another body part if it hasn't recovered? Because that's all you're doing. It's just a stimulation. It doesn't make you anything greater or better than anybody else. It's the understanding of how well you can recover and then going back and hitting the stimulation again. So if you look at it that approach, more isn't better. Smarter is better. Sorry. And I guess, and that's not an easy thing to accept. Can you guys agree on that? I fully understand the idea of going, I want to train, do 2 body parts a day, 6 days a week, and I'll beat everybody. Yeah, I love that. And I love that you have that mind approach. I do. And there's probably a time where you're dicing down that you can do that when you're in a deficit and you want to burn more calories. Yeah. But you can't live that. Yes. So I know that sucks to hear. And I wish we could train as hard as we possibly wanted every single day, and that's going to get us the benefits of what you think, and it's not. So sorry about that. I hate that, because I do want to be that guy that just out trains everybody. It's just, you got to be smart.
How often do you recommend training to failure, like muscle burning, can't lift another rep with correct form?
I'm okay with you doing it at the end of each workout. That final exercise, final set, and you just go off. I'm cool with that. I don't like it at the beginning. That's my recommendation. If you want to do that, go for it. You know, that one set isn't going to send you off to overtraining land. It's just going to be that one set, but the whole workout, don't do it. And don't do it at the beginning of the workout. Get your stuff done. Get your protocol on what you need to be doing on stimulating each of the muscles, and then finish it off like that. Great question, though. I see. Here's the thing right here. It's just great. So they just started doing more volume. He's doing the 2-a-days. He's getting in there. He's crushing it. What do I think about it? I think it's great, mostly because it's shocking your body into slicing and dicing and making you more full and round and leaner. And so it appears better. It looks better. You feel better. Emotionally, it's all going. Stay with it. And then try to be smart enough to go and recover, and then also get off of that when that body starts shutting down, and you're golden. Good job.
Those splits 2 days were tough.
Oh, because that's a perfect example.
Yeah.
The Blitz program is great, and it's set up for a person that is a complete savage that goes, I'm going to get ripped. I'm going to retain the muscle and just get there. And that's the 30-day Blitz. And it gets you there, and you're solid. But at the end of it, get off of there, because you don't want to keep driving that into the ground. All right, we got to bust loose here, guys. Thank you for hanging out today. We'll see you in the next couple of days, all right? Jeff, are you good? Any final questions, or are you good?
No, that's good. Peace.
Peace out, guys.